It's another day on the mountain. Today's the first chance I've had to be able to get out and do a little shed hunting. But I'm also doing a lot of exercising. So I'm headed up to the top of this hill, see what's on the other side. Is today the day I'm actually gonna find a decent elk shed? Let's hope so. Come with me and let's find out. Can't say it's gonna be the most exciting trip. I don't have Bryce here to crack out all those awesome dad jokes, but I might surprise you with one. You never know. Let's go for a hike. Well, I got up here and I'm on this little bench. That's just awesome. I'm gonna walk this bench, and it just seems like a natural place where the elk might have bedded down, maybe got rest during the day. It kind of comes up and then flattens out, and then it goes up higher. And just so you got here, sort of looking around, you could hear the turkeys talking, and so I'm gonna keep an eye out for the turkeys, keep an eye out for sheds, see if I can't get something of either of them on here for you. Well, I found a nice rock to sit on. I'm gonna strip the jacket because it's starting to warm up really quick. I'm actually gonna sit and look at the bench across the hill, or across the valley from me. I'm gonna hit them with my binoculars and see if I can't see one laying out there in the sun, and so I'll be hiking down this and up the other side, but totally worth it for a shed. So, well, I'll try to hold still as much as I can. Here's a nice herd of elk. They're just moving along that face. I'm gonna get the binoculars out and see if there's any bulls. So there are 21 of them in there, and a few of them are bulls, but they've dropped their antlers, so you can only tell by their build. That is cool. I had intentions of going up there and just walking along that face, but I do not want to push the elk. I want them to be able to grow strong and big, and so I'm just going to leave them, let them go sit down in those trees. I wish I could zoom in further. That's as far in as I can zoom. They're probably 400 or 500 yards from me right now. So I got the binoculars out, sat and watched the elk a little bit more. They came out into another clearing, and there's actually two bulls in there that still are wearing their antlers. One looks like it's just a spike, and the other one probably about a 4-point. They're still far enough out with my binoculars. I can't quite count each spike, plus they're moving. I'm shaking because I'm not on a tripod, but nice bull, but not a huge bull. So once he drops those, maybe this year he'll turn into a 6-point. Let's hope. Looks like they're coming out into another opening, so I'm going to sit and watch them a little bit more. You know, you can tell the elk have been along here just recently. It's just a little bit softer mud, not hard and dry. Those elk have been right through here. I don't know if you can see it or not, but there is water along here. So I think I just stumbled upon a little spring just right right here in this area. I'll have to mark it on my Onyx. Well, I'm not having any luck finding sheds today, but finding elk is a whole different story. So I'm sitting here glassing the hill to the south of me, trying to glass the south sloped hills because the elk are always on those, and you'd think that's where they would drop their sheds at. But I'm like, I'll look south and see if I can see anything in the trees. And in a clearing, I saw a herd of about 15, maybe 16 elk, about a mile south of me. I'm like, oh, that's cool. So I sat and watched them. There's a couple bulls in there still wearing their antlers. And I'm like, okay, well, still time to find some browns because not all of them have dropped yet. And they're all looking to the west. I'm like, what are they looking at? So I started glassing to the west, and there's another small, I almost call it a patch more than a herd, of 7 more elk about a block west of them. These elk started moving that way, so I think they're going to go join up with them. Actually, it looks like the ones that are to the west of them are making their way east, so they're probably going to meet up in the middle. So I'm going to sit and watch them for a while. I wish I had my all-in adapter and my spotting scope, and I would zoom right in on it for you so you could watch as well, but I decided to come as light as I could today, so all I'm doing is recording off of my phone. Got my binoculars, some liquid to drink, and some beef jerky, so it came pretty light today. Anyways, I can tell these elk are probably a half a block away from each other, so I'm going to watch them with the binoculars. Well, I decided to come into the thick brush where maybe an antler got knocked off while coming through it. And there goes a pheasant. I can hear turkeys in here. Obviously just saw a pheasant. And I know there's a spring here pretty close to me. I'm in a little box canyon. So I'm hoping that maybe I find a shed in here that walking through here just got knocked off. So if I find it, you'll be the first to know. Well, I made it through the really thick stuff. And I'm just here coming through these trees. I'm just gonna walk down here and make my way back to the truck. There's definitely been stuff in here, so chances are there might be something laying on the ground. We'll just have to wait and see. But hey, we've seen a lot of elk today, which is promising. I'm very happy about that. I just come walking up here, following this little game trail, and as I got up here, about 20 doe, maybe some bucks, were bedded down in the trees right here, and sadly I spooked them. They're going up through the trees right over there. Might catch some movement. But anyways, I'm gonna come up on this flat, walk around. Since they're bedded down here, there might be an antler or two in here, but I don't want to stay too long either. Their lives aren't so much in threat of being pushed anymore. There's plenty of new life coming through the trail. However, you still don't want to exert them while they rebuild their energy from the winter. Alright, let's walk around and, oh, there's one right up They're watching us. She's just sitting there waiting to see what we're gonna do. You can see right here where one was bedded down. It's all flat. Leaves have been pushed out. And then right above it is another one. So we won't stay very long here. Just long enough to do a quick look and then go. Well, there went a bounding 20 deer or so. They might have been the ones that I kicked out of their beds. But that was 25 minutes ago, so I don't know. Just didn't get it on camera quick enough. This was kind of a dry spell for shed hunting. I got skunked on this trip. When it comes to sheds, when it comes to seeing wildlife, saw 4 turkeys, 3 or 4 sage hens, a couple of pheasant, 20 deer, give or take. Don't know if they're all doe. None of them are donning antlers. And about 43 head of elk. So I have to say this was a pretty successful little shed hunt. And I'm about a half a mile from my truck. So I'm going to keep eyes on the ground from here on out, but I'm going to wrap this video up here. If nothing else, at least getting out here and hiking on the mountain is always healthy and beneficial, and the turkey hunt's just a couple weeks away, so getting me in shape for that. So if I do hit something on the way out, I'll be sure to throw the camera on it, do a pickup and everything. But if I don't see you between now and the end of this video, I'll appreciate you for watching and giving a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, please hit the subscribe button. It helps us a lot, especially with YouTube. And we'll see you on the mountain. Bye.